This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, robots will be taking over the newscast. Find out why students in Hazleton are working with artificial intelligence next. Hi everyone, this is FYI on SSPTV. I'm Ken Kara. Lisa Sugart has that robot story coming up, and Janine Mazurkevich will try to get us back in shape after Thanksgiving at Core Fitness. But first, some headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. It's a Pennsylvania tradition. The Monday after Thanksgiving marks the official start of rifle deer hunting season. 1 million hunters were expected to take to the woods today looking for a buck. Weather conditions were favorable with mild temperatures and snow on the ground to aid in tracking the deer. According to the Pennsylvania Game Commission, deer season provides an economic boost thanks to the money that is spent in our area by the hunters, many of whom travel quite a distance for their annual outings. The Game Commission expects about 350,000 deer to be killed this year. Rifle deer season in Pennsylvania ends December 13th. While the Monday after Thanksgiving has always been known for deer hunting in Pennsylvania, across the country it is growing in popularity as Cyber Monday. While Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, has been known as the official start to the Christmas shopping season since the 1960s, in the past few years, Cyber Monday is making a name for itself. Back in 2005, a sales spike was discovered in online shopping on this Monday after Thanksgiving. Some believe that people return to their computers after a long holiday weekend, many making purchases for the fast approaching Christmas holiday. While not everyone agrees on the impact of today's sales, Cyber Monday is definitely gaining momentum and recognition. Several state lawmakers are saying no to an automatic pay raise that takes effect today. The lawmakers' salaries will increase automatically by 1.6% today, thanks to a 1995 law which provides for the cost of living adjustment, or COLA. The $1,344 hike would bring their annual salaries to $85,356. Lawmakers can choose to write a refund check to the state treasury or donate the increase to charity. Thus far, those who will be doing one of those two options include Senators Lisa Baker, John Gordner, and John Udicek, and State Representatives Tara Toohill, Gerald Mullery, Eddie Day-Pashinsky, Mike Carroll, Karen Bobeck, and Jerry Knowles. A new warning for area motorists. Hazleton police are investigating two incidents where car batteries were actually stolen from two vehicles parked on the south side of the city. Last Tuesday, police responded to a reported theft in the area of 80 South Cedar Street. Early that morning, a woman went to start her van to go to work, but it would not start. She discovered that the battery had been removed and the battery cables had been cut. A second victim, whose van was parked to the west of the first vehicle, had the same experience. She found her battery cables had also been cut, but the thief was unsuccessful in stealing the battery. Anyone with any information is urged to contact Hazleton Police immediately. And now a story of some talented middle school students who built some working robots as part of a class project. FYI's Lisa Sugart has more.
Today we are here at Mrs. Denise Rimshaw's 8th grade literature class here at the Hazleton Elementary Middle School. And Delari Hernandez is one of the many students who took part in a special project. They first read a science fiction literature story and then did a project on robots. So tell us, Delari, all about what you did here.
Well, first we read the science fiction story, which was Who Can Replace a Man? And it was about different machines doing their orders, which were given by humans, until one day the humans started dying out, and then they had to try to go on their own. So after we read that, we had a choice to either do a three-dimensional robot or draw one on a poster. And we also had, and with it, we had to do a descriptive paragraph explaining what a robot does, how it looks. And
yours isn't here right now because you did it on the computer, right?
Yeah.
So what did you do exactly?
Well, mine was it's called My Chef 312, and it just it does whatever you need for food.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And now you guys have to write an argument about why your project should win a contest. So that's what's next. So we're going to go see some of the children who actually did a project that's in the room right now. We're going to ask them all about theirs as well, right?
Yep.
Now, one of the projects that we are talking about now is SpongeBob as a robot. And here to tell us about this project is Annabelle Delgado, Gavin Snyder, and Jeremy Aquino. Okay, Annabelle, tell us about the project.
Oh, well, this is SpongeBob, based off the episode of SpongeBob SquarePants in the future. And
Okay.
Our project is made out of boxes, construction paper, light bulbs, and old wires.
All right. Now you guys have to tell why yours should win a contest. So why should yours win the contest?
I think ours should win the contest because we put a lot of hard work into it, and ours lights up without like any machinery. We made the wires and everything.
And you guys were overproductive because you made 2 robots, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the second robot? Quick.
This is RoboCop. This is for all the policemen.
All right.
And he lights up. There's his siren in the middle. Pretty sure it turns on.
Oh, cool. All right, guys, good job. Now we're going to go to the ladies. This is another robot that was produced by this class, and the group that worked on it, Erica Rodriguez, Alexis Coolish, and Emily Martinez. Erica, tell us what this is all about.
This is Blender Bob. It blends anything from fruits to homework, and it has different settings how you want to blend it.
All right. Very cool idea. All right, now, Alexis, tell us, how did you make it?
We used cardboard to make the body and then covered it in black plastic, and we took apart a fan to make the moving blade.
Very creative. Now, Emily, why should this project win?
Our project should win because it moves and it took a long time to accomplish, and yeah, it's in style.
All right. Well, I would not want to be the person who has to judge these wonderful projects because they're all very creative. So kudos out to Mrs. Rimshaw and kudos to all you kids because I think you're all deserve to win on your robot project. Reporting from Hazleton Elementary Middle School for FYI, I'm Lisa Sugart.
It was actually robot Lisa Sugart reporting for that story. Just kidding, the real thing. Thanks, Lisa. Coming up on FYI, more winter weather is in the forecast. Find out more details next. In sports, we'll let you know all about the Hazleton Integration Project's annual holiday celebration and what sports stars will be stopping by Hazleton.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's holiday time and still not an excuse to overindulge because let's face it, after the holidays, January comes and you don't want to be feeling sluggish or depressed. We're here at Core Fitness every Monday on FYI with Christy, and we have some good tips on how to stay ahead of the game. You know, Thanksgiving you maybe overindulge, but hopefully you're getting that workout in, right? Burning some of those calories.
Yeah, you may have had your stuffing, but we don't want you to keep your stuffing. So, as we had said before, the average woman may gain between 5 and 8 pounds over the holiday season, and although Thanksgiving is gone, you still have holiday parties coming up with friends, family, work, etc. And so we want to just talk about what you can do at those parties to avoid unraveling all of the work that you did.
Let me ask you this. True or false? Should, some people do this, should people eat before they go to a party?
Yes and no.
Okay.
That is one of my suggestions. If I suggest that you do have a small snack before a party, but obviously something that's high in fiber or protein. We want to avoid like the processed refined carbs and sugars and all of that sort of thing. So
you don't think you'll overeat if you eat before you go to the party?
I don't. If you make healthy choices, no, and you're mindful of the reason that you did it. Okay, so don't just eat because you're bored. I mean, a lot of times we just pick on things because we're bored.
Yes.
You have to really ask yourself, am I really hungry for this? What time is it? It's 8 o'clock, it's 9 o'clock at night. What am I doing activity-wise at 8 or 9 o'clock at night that I need this sort of indulgence that I'm putting in my body?
Okay.
So you have to watch definitely the clock. When you're eating and drinking. So when you get to the party, first of all, you will have gotten your workout in first thing in the morning, right?
Yes, no excuses.
So
get up.
don't have an excuse. Get up an hour early, do something, turn on some music, dance, anything, any sort of activity. So then when you get to the party, if you hadn't already had your little snack,
your high fiber snack,
steer clear of the little bread trays and the crackers that are all white flour that have already been processed. So have the cheese without the cracker.
Have the shrimp, have the fruit.
Have the shrimp, definitely the protein. Very lean, there's hardly any calories in that at all. It's a great source of protein. Definitely the broccolis and the carrots. Stay away from creamy dips. Okay, they're
That
a
ranch
huge
dressing,
calorie
oh, you're
pitfall.
ruining it.
The spinach and artichoke dip with the cheese and the buffalo wing dip. We want to not really eat those. If you want to cave and eat them, be mindful and take 1 spoonful, not a plate full of buffalo chicken dip with mayonnaise and cream cheese.
Or what you can do, if it's a party that you're very comfortable at, you can bring something that's a healthy choice that you could overindulge on yourself, right?
You can do that as long as you bring enough to share. I think that would be a polite thing.
Not just for you.
So then when it comes to the drinking aspect, these are calories that kind of go in that we don't see, we don't think about, but they add up. Okay, so try to avoid drinking an entire bottle of red wine by yourself. Try to stay
a party
with
crusher, isn't she?
If you're going to drink a hard alcohol beverage, try to steer with the clear alcohols, the dark rums and things like that. They tend to give you hangovers. So definitely the vodkas and the gins, and mix those with seltzer. Don't drink them straight or drink them with a sugared beverage. Mix them with a seltzer, and then try to, in between every drink, have 1 or 2 waters. Okay, that's going to help you feel full. If you've already been eating the fiber foods, then that's going to expand in your belly. You're going to feel fuller, and then you know when to stop.
She completely ruined the holiday season for everyone. I'm just kidding.
And by 9 o'clock, you should really stop. Okay, 10 o'clock, you should stop.
And the disclaimer is make sure you're 21 and you're not drinking and driving.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Safe holidays.
All right, next week, what are we going to talk about?
Next week, we're talking about New Year's resolution planning.
Yes, it's time to make those new goals. A very exciting time of year, and you want to stick to those goals and have attainable goals, and we'll talk about that next week right here at Core Fitness.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
It may look like this for the next 4 months or so. Gray, that's an exaggeration. I think there's some sun coming our way this week, but there's also some winter weather. This is our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Our low will be around 22 degrees on the extended forecast. A chance of snow between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. and then snow, freezing rain, and sleet are likely. Mostly cloudy with a high near 28. Little or no ice accumulation is expected. New snow and sleet accumulation of less than ½ inch is possible. Tuesday night, snow, freezing rain, and sleet likely before 10 p.m. and then rain and sleet. The snow will dissipate between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. Cloudy with a low around 28 degrees. Wednesday, there's a chance of showers. Cloudy with a high near 41. Wednesday night will be mostly cloudy with a low of 29. On Thursday, the sun, mostly sunny with a high near 36. Thursday night will get down to 26 degrees. And on Friday, partly sunny with a high of 35. Friday night, our low will be 29 degrees, and there is a chance of snow showers. And now here is your green screen. The midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers, the daily 659, Big 4, 3038, Quinto, 72531, and Treasure Hunt 4, 6, 11, 21, and 29. We preview the hip holiday celebration after this break.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
It's always a very hip holiday season in Hazleton. Joe Madden, the honorary chairman of the Hazleton Integration Project and Chicago Cubs manager, is bringing some of his celebrity friends to visit his hometown for the holidays and help the cause. HIP President Bob Curry and Executive Director Eugenio Sosa recently stopped by our studio to talk about the events that make up the HIP holiday celebration, including the big star-filled banquet. Well, we're talking about headlines here in the Hazleton area about this holiday celebration. Joe Madden's making headlines across the nation and the world, signing with the Chicago Cubs. He'll be the Chicago Cubs manager. And Bobby said there's a lot of excitement around that, and now a lot of excitement around HIP's 4th annual holiday celebration.
There's no question about it. We've seen the excitement levels really ratcheted up this year because of Joe being in the news as much as he has, and about what it means to have Joe managing the Chicago Cubs, one of the great baseball franchises in history. And what's the effect that that's had on us has been amazing, because usually at this time we're busy but not near as busy as we have been this year. For instance, I just want to say this. If anybody wants tickets to any of these events, please call soon, because we are running out of space very quickly. And basically, we have a room with 600 people, and we're going to be out of space. But it's exciting for us. It's exciting for the community. One of the great things, of course, with Joe is he brought Hazleton into his press conference. His first introduction to Chicago, and what does he say? It's the Hazleton way. What a terrific idea. So here we are. Everybody is excited. We've got one event, then the next, and then the next one right after the other. So we can go into that.
Well, if you're not familiar with the holiday celebration, we have some of the events up on your screen. And of course, Joe helps bring in a lot of big time sports names, and one of them this year, Cal Ripken Jr. And Bob, what I thought was so interesting about this is the Ripken Foundation has been with you guys from the beginning, and now Cal Ripken Jr. will have an opportunity to be here in Hazleton. And I know in the past, I think you had Bill Ripken here, but I mean, they're also a big part of, from the start, with the Hazleton Integration Project.
They have been a terrific means of support to the city of Hazleton, to our group in particular. And they are expressing a continued level of support with Cal here. So he has a pretty exciting announcement concerning the relationship between the Hazleton Integration Project, the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation, and the kinds of support they are about to bring to the table. So we're really, truly excited about that. And talk about big names. There's just no bigger name in baseball than Cal Ripken. And it's so gratifying to see people of this quality step up and support the things that we're engaged in. And I just once again want to tell everybody, if you have any interest in an evening with Cal Ripken, it's Thursday evening, December 18th. We're calling it a fireside chat. And if you have an interest, please call us soon, because tickets are going fast.
Sounds like an incredible event. And then, of course, after that, on the 19th, is that holiday celebration. Well, the next part of the holiday celebration, which will be at Genetti's. And I was there once, and again, there's a lot of celebrities there. You don't know who you're going to meet. I ran into people from WWE one year, and of course, there's a big sports auction. You never know, so you can get out there for that. And tell us, Eugenio, what was your experience going down there, and what can we kind of expect this year with the banquet and everything?
Well, this year, as Bob said, is the people want to get mad because they don't have the seat. I mean, we've been almost sold out. But it's being a surprise when you have a celebrity supporting our cause, you know, helping in the Hazleton One Community Center. But seeing so many people together is what we call real integration, because you will see all nationality, people smiling at the same time, and enjoying that night, seeing people helping other people to improve the city.
Goodbye, November. Hello, December. On this first day of deer season and fifth day before high school basketball season opens. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Trivia Treats. How about this trivia question in lieu of the Cougars opening their 2014-15 campaign on Saturday? This will be Hazleton area's 23rd basketball season in their 22-year school history. Did the Cougars ever open the season at home? The answer to that question is no. Did the Cougars ever enter their first game at home without a loss in 22 years? The answer is yes, one time in 22 years. 10 years ago in 1994, the Cougars opened at home 3-0 before they beat Reading 53-38 to go 4-0. That was the only year that Hazleton area won the Hatboro-Horsham tournament, beating North Allegheny by 18, North Penn by 6, and Pottsville by 23, all on the road. That 1994-95 season, the Cougars went all the way to the Eastern Final before losing to Williamsport by 4 at Martz Hall in Pottsville. So, for the first ever season home opener and only the second time ever in 23 years, Hazleton area's basketball team opens at home unbeaten. So maybe you should be planning on being there this Saturday, December 6th at McGeehan Hall against Milton. However, football season is not over yet. In fact, the fun is just starting. 30 years ago at this time in 1984, I vividly remember watching this play, and I've seen it at least 50 times since. Doug Flutie dropped a 48-yard last play touchdown bomb on Miami before a stunned Orange Bowl audience at Boston College escaped with a wild 47-45 victory in one of the most exciting passing duels ever staged. Miami had scored to go ahead 45-41 with 28 seconds left. But Flutie moved Boston College to the Hurricanes' 48-yard line with time left for one more play. Flutie fired a Hail Mary pass 64 yards in the air, and BC's Gerald Fellon miraculously caught it in the end zone. It was a fitting conclusion to a wild and crazy game that matched up two of college football's top guns, Flutie and Miami's Bernie Kosar. Put on quite a show. Flutie completed a remarkable 34-46 for 472 yards and 3 TDs, while Kosar connected on 25 of 38 attempts for 447 yards and 2 touchdowns. That happened in 1984, and this happened in 1974. 40 years ago, backup quarterback Clint Longley of the Dallas Cowboys had never taken an NFL snap, never. But with the Skins leading 16-3 in the third quarter, Roger Staubach got knocked out of the game. Rookie Longley threw a pair of TDs, but the clincher came with 28 seconds left. Another Hail Mary that Drew Pearson caught for the winning score, 24-23. That game was played in Dallas, and the losing team, of course, the Washington Redskins. Mother of God, till Friday. Stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the 22nd Annual Can Do Community Christmas event will be held Wednesday, December 3rd at 6 p.m. at the Christ Lutheran Church at 210 West Green Street in Hazleton. The event is free, and you can come celebrate the arts with several area instrumentals and choral groups. More information, please call 570-455-1508. Our next announcement, the Hazleton YMYWCA is accepting applications for individuals interested in working with school-age children at the Hazleton Elementary Middle School for its before and after school programs. More information, please call 570-455-2046. And finally, the Hazleton business community is invited to attend the Chamber's 19th annual Greater Hazleton Business Person Holiday Social. They held Thursday, December 4th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Fellon's Jewelers, located on Broad Street. More information, just call 570-455-1509. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Darlene P. Fallon of Whitehaven. Services were private and at the convenience of the family. Arrangements were by the Lehman Family Funeral Service. And Robert C. Jones of Drums. Arrangements will be announced by the Harmon Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Sally Fallon of Mahanoy City. Sally, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
We'll have more on HIP's upcoming holiday celebration. We'll tell you all about Hazleton's Kids Have Talent, so stay tuned for that. We'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, take it easy, everyone.